Hey guys, this is Billy with Geek Home Living, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the Philips Hue dimmer switch. So you have all your Hue lights throughout your house, everything's working great, you know you can control it through the app and you know adjust all your settings. You can use your smart home device, so you have your Amazon Alexa, you have your Google Home, and if you're using HomeKit you have Siri. And of course you can turn it on and off at the light switch itself, but you know if you do that and you turn it off at the light switch, well, you can't use your lights until you go back on and turn that switch on. So if you still want the convenience of that switch and be able to control it at any time through those other means, that's where something like this comes in. So we're going to open this one up and take a look, but I have been using one of these in my house now for about 3 years and it's great. So as I said, the light switch stays on all the time, and I control things through here, so I can do the on and off plus a few extra things. So let's open this up and take a look. As I've said, I've been using one of these for a little while, so it's super convenient. You'll notice there's a couple magnets on the back here. That's how I have the one I'm using right now today, is it's in the kitchen. Just have it stuck on the side of the refrigerator so I can control the lights there. I'm getting this one now for my office because I have recently added some additional lights. I have a Hue Go that I've had here for a while. I've got some of the Hue Play switches. And then just recently I added a couple of the E12 lights to the fan up above me. And having to control those is okay. You know, I've set up a group so that I can control all of them together as a single zone. But I still want that convenience of being able to walk into the room, flip the light switch off and on, or if I'm, you know, somewhere just sitting over here and I want to change the lights, I can do that pretty easily without having to get up or go to the app. And it can mount to any metal surface with the magnets. You have the adhesive strips that you can pull off to stick it onto any surface that will accept those adhesive strips. And then if you want to screw it to the wall, you do have an option here where you can pop this plate off, screw it to the wall, and then snap the front cover back on. So let's go ahead and we'll jump into the app here and get this set up. So we'll open up the Philips Hue app, tap on the settings gear here in the lower right. From here we'll choose Accessory Setup. And then tap Add Accessory. We'll select the Hue dimmer switch as our accessory to add. And it shows us we have to pull out the plastic battery tab. Once we do that, the LED on the front of the switch will start blinking red. So now we just have to tap the LED is blinking button here at the bottom. The app will begin searching for the switch. And now that it's connected, we'll just tap on Continue Setup. Here we'll simply select the room or zone we want to control from this switch. In my case, I'll choose the office zone. Now we get to choose what happens when we press the power button once or multiple times. If we tap the Customize button, you'll see a list of what happens for each of the 5 button presses. Tapping here on first press and then tap again, it'll show us that the first press goes to the last on state. This means that if we had it set to one of the other options, say option 4, and we turn the light switch off, when we come back later and press the switch once, it'll go right back to option 4 again. I'm just going to leave the defaults here and hit save. Now that I have it set up, and that was actually pretty quick and simple, I can go ahead and press the on button here. And if I press it multiple times, that will cycle through different scenes that I have configured. All the way through 5 different scenes, and then it goes back to the original. And then of course it has the off switch at the bottom, just turn everything off. I can turn it back on. It'll come on the last scene it was on, and then we have the bright and dim buttons. And you can actually just press this to go up and down in increments, or you can hold it and we can go all the way down to completely dim. And then we can go all the way up to go to full brightness. Now, Hue does offer a few different options in case you don't necessarily like this switch and you want to control your lights in some other way. There's the tap switch, which is the most expensive of the bunch, currently listed at $49.99. This one's kind of interesting because it doesn't require batteries to operate. There's also the smart button, which just has a single removable button in the middle of the wall plate, currently listed at $24.99, which is the same price as the dimmer switch we're looking at today. And finally, there's the motion sensor for $39.99. Now, according to Hue, the light switch will last for a minimum of 3 years on one battery, which seems to be true because the one I do have in the kitchen has been there for about 3 years now, and I've not switched out the battery ever, so that's pretty cool. It will control up to 10 lights, they say, without having the bridge. Of course, if you have the bridge installed, it will control as many as the bridge can control. I believe that goes up to 50 on one bridge. And otherwise, like I said, you can do 10 lights if you don't have the bridge, but you don't get all the functionality. I don't believe it gets updates over the air without having the bridge installed. So if you want this to receive firmware updates, you would need to have that bridge as well. Now let's take a look at how I rated the Hue dimmer switch. The fact that it's super easy to set up, does what it's supposed to do, and is a good price, I'm giving it an A+ overall. If you enjoyed the video, please thumbs up and leave your comments down below. And let me know what you'd like to see me review next, if there's any other Hue products or anything else that you're interested in around the home. And thank you very much. This has been Billy with Geek Home Living. Till next time.